crazy on the corner.
What happened when you pulled up alongside?
After shooting.
Nah, hold on now. Don't Keffe D know that they gonna be able to use all this in court at trial? That ain't even it. Listen to this.
I seen the bullet like going should head. I seen the boy jump up and down, trying to get in the back seat.
The boy being?
Tupac.
You give the gun to somebody?
Yeah, I gave it to the cat like.
Keffe D might face one of the craziest problems going into this murder trial. Reggie Wright might not be the biggest witness on this case. The biggest witness on this case might be Keffe D himself. Keffe D spent multiple years going to different platforms talking about how Tupac was unalived and things like that. But now that he's locked up, he's saying that he's innocent and they can't even place him in Las Vegas during that murder. But at the same time, he's blaming everybody else and not taking accountability on his own. Well, facing a murder charge like this, who would try to, you know what I'm saying, take that type of accountability? But I don't know. We about to tap into this content, man. We, instead of hearing it from everybody else, we gonna hear it straight from the horse's mouth. And we got to record a phone call where he's basically incriminating himself. But we gonna tap into this content, though, man. Make sure you hit the like, hype, subscribe. Let's get into it, man. RP Pop, man. RP Tupac's in the chat.
Hey, Keefe, Metro Police, come over here.
It was an arrest nearly 3 decades in the making.
New developments in the unsolved murder of Tupac.
That shook the world of hip-hop and beyond.
Police arresting Duane Davis, known as Keffe D.
Authorities calling him the only living suspect for a murder Americans have been obsessed with for years.
So what they got you for, man?
Biggest case in Las Vegas history.
According to investigators, Keffe D's quiet life on this unassuming Nevada street masked the criminal past of a hardened gangster responsible for the murder of one of the most influential rappers of our time, Tupac Shakur.
What does it mean to this city to be able to finally bring forth an indictment?
Well, in one word, justice.
Are you pleading guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Where's the gun? Where's the Cadillac? Where is there any evidence that put Keffe Davis here?
Tonight, an ABC News investigation pulling back the curtains, taking you inside the probe that investigators say solved one of the most infamous cold cases in modern history.
If all these people were living today, they'd all be arrested and charged with murder.
The dueling police departments that may have complicated the investigation.
I just don't believe a lot of the information that was being conducted there in LA was actually being shared with us.
There would be no indictment had we not did what we did then.
And the never before heard audio of Keffe D.
What happened when you pulled up alongside?
After shooting.
A mastermind plotting things out, that's not Keffe D.
What was he thinking? I don't know.
You can't get away with murder when you come to Las Vegas.
Back in 1996, Tupac was at the prime of his career when the 25-year-old Death Row Records artist was shot near the Strip.
I like to think I'm a revolutionary to bring change.
He had changed the rap game with hits like California Love. Say what you say, but give me that ball beat from Dre. Let me serenade the streets of LA. And breaking through in films like Juice.
Check yourself, Q. You gotta snap some collars and let them know you there to take them out anytime you feel like it.
Becoming a bona fide mainstream celebrity.
This is a superstar about to take a megastar turn.
That level of star power snuffed out too soon.
It was definitely a big case to me as a kid growing up here.
I wonder what was Keffe D thinking about when he actually started speaking publicly about this situation, bro. Did he think that, you know what I'm saying, it would never come back up? Did he think that he was all the way clear that it was a cold, what they call it, a cold case file, that it would never, you know what I'm saying? Dang, I forget the name of that word. It's never, what they say, statute of limitation, bro. That's probably, oh Lord, bro. Let's keep going though. Y'all hit that like, man.
Lieutenant Jason Johansson was handed the reins to the homicide division at the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department in 2021.
Why had the case gone cold?
We knew what occurred and who did it. What we didn't have was a way to prove it in a court of law.
ABC News has learned that police actually interviewed Keefe in 2009. 14 years before his arrest.
Crazy.
He obtained exclusive audio of what they're calling a confession, which took place in California, where Keefe lived at the time.
How do you feel about Tupac being dead now?
I wish it never happened, man. Right. Sure, my life been up ever since.
Keffe D had long been on law enforcement's radar.
So we're in Compton, California. It's the hometown of Keffe D. And it's not that big. It's about 10 square miles. But the gang ties here run deep, depending on where in the city you actually come from.
In the 70s, 80s, and 90s, the city of Compton had become almost synonymous with the street gangs California is infamous for.
You mainly had the Bloods, and then you had Crips.
It was then that a young man by the name of Duane Keffe D. Davis was making
Pork
a name for himself as a major player with the Crips.
Duane Davis, by all accounts, was a well-established shot caller within the Southside Compton Crips. He had worked his way up through the gang, through narcotics trafficking and various other criminal activities.
Keffe D grew up with notorious figures in hip-hop, like Marion Suge Knight, the Death Row Records co-founder, who was with Tupac when he was shot.
And then what'd you see?
Blood.
Do you see people with the guns?
Listen carefully. Blood.
But in the 90s, Keefe and Suge found themselves on opposite sides of the raging battle between West Coast rappers and their adversaries from the East Coast. On one side, Suge's Death Row Records, which police say had connections with the Bloods. On the other, Bad Boy Records, which authorities say often hired Keffe D's Crips as security. It was run by CEO Sean Combs, who's used nicknames Puff Daddy and Diddy, and was home to artists like Notorious B.I.G. of Big Papa fame.
That's a sick figure.
Duane Davis was the one who was organizing with Bad Boy Records to offer them protection.
ABC News reached out to Diddy and did not hear back. When Keefe sits down with Vegas police in 2009, he tells his version of events from the night Tupac was fatally shot. It was September 7, 1996. It seems as though the entire world had come to Vegas to watch the much-awaited boxing match at the MGM Grand between Mike Tyson and Bruce Seldon. Tupac and Suge were in town, so were Keefe and his crew, who he says drove to town in that infamous white Cadillac.
Where do you stay?
See, now this right here is where it's going to be Keefe versus Keefe, because listen to this conversation he had with the detective 9-10 years before he got arrested, bro.
After the boxing match, Tupac, Suge, and their crew walked through the MGM Grand Hotel lobby. There, they encounter Orlando Baby Lane Anderson, Keefe's nephew. Tupac and his entourage are caught on hotel surveillance video attacking Orlando after Tupac allegedly learns that Orlando might have tried to steal a prized death row pendant months earlier.
When he went over there and punched Orlando Anderson, Tupac Shakur basically forced himself into gang politics.
What did Baby Lane tell you?
That they jumped on him.
Who?
The Death Row shooting him. They beat his arms.
The bullets might have been intended for Suge Knight, to be real with you. I'm just going to keep it a band.
According to prosecutors, that incident is what gave Keefe and his soldiers what he called the ultimate green light. After that fight, Tupac and his entourage head to Club 662, a nightclub Suge ran by the Strip.
And we had the light on Las Vegas and Flamingo, and Tupac hanging out the window, and all the girls were going crazy on that corner.
What happened when you pulled up alongside?
Shooting.
Who got to shoot?
Lando said, give me a ride shoot.
Okay. So how many times did Orlando fire? Approximately.
Maybe about 5 or 6. I seen the bullet like go in Suge's head. I seen the boy jumping up and down, trying to get in the back seat.
The boy being
Tupac.
So I got a question about this, bro. So if he's saying that in this interview back then, why wasn't he arrested back then? That's my question. Is it because they couldn't prove his story was true or for fact? I don't know, man. That's crazy. It seemed like he just explained it vividly that he was right there, right, you know what I'm saying, there.
Keefe also telling authorities he was the one who provided the murder weapon.
You give the gun to somebody.
Nut.
Yeah, I gave it to the cat. Like, I don't know who I specifically handed it to.
6 days after he was shot, Tupac Shakur succumbed to his wounds.
Yes,
he was only
crazy.
25.
These are the players from the night of the 7th.
Yeah, these are the players. This is Orlando Anderson, and he's in the right rear seat. And then Keffe D in the right front passenger seat.
And without question in your mind, based on your investigation, Keffe D. Davis is the mastermind.
None of them would have made a decision to do something with Keffe D in the car unless Keffe D was part of that decision making.
And what's the status of all these other gentlemen?
They are all deceased. Davis is the only member still living.
Orlando Anderson had always denied his involvement in Tupac's murder. He died in an unrelated gang shootout in 1998. But Keffe D's words alone, allegedly telling the police he provided the murder weapon to another, weren't enough to make an arrest at that point.
We had no corroboration, no other cooperation of any other individuals. Duane Davis walks in and says, I lied.
See, from the looks of it, they are not actually trying to say that Keffe D was the actual trigger puller. They saying that he was the shot caller. And the story that he gave earlier, 9 years ago, kind of crazy, bro. He say that he gave the people the gun. He threw the gun in there. He actually seen the bullet hit Suge Knight's head, which is crazy. But now he claiming his innocence. He say they can't even place him in Las Vegas. Even throw Reggie Wright up under the bus, man. But we're going to tap into this, man. Then we're going to play that phone call leading up into his trial, man. But let's get into it, though.
In the 1996 murder of rapper Tupac Shakur, Duane Davis is speaking from behind bars for the first time. He insists he's not the killer. Chief Investigative Correspondent Aaron Katursky has the story. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning, George. He's charged in one of the most notorious cold case killings in modern American history. And this morning, the man known as Keffe D is breaking his silence from behind bars.
Over with.
The death of rap legend Tupac Shakur nearly 30 years ago became one of the nation's most notorious unsolved murders.
30 years ago, bro. 1996.
Hey, Keefe,
He
Metro
is
Police.
30.
Come over here.
Then in 2023, a breakthrough when prosecutors charged this man with ordering the hit, the only person arrested for Shakur's murder, who now tells ABC News authorities have the wrong man.
I'm innocent. I ain't killed nobody.
That ain't funny,
Never
man.
did ever kill nobody. They don't have no evidence against me. Came and put me in Las Vegas.
61-year-old Duane Keffe D. Davis says the night of the murder, September 7th, 1996, he was in Los Angeles, 300 miles from the Las Vegas intersection where Tupac Shakur was gunned down.
Prove that I orchestrated this. You know what I'm saying? Your key witness orchestrated this. They top witness.
Bro, you told it on yourself. What is you talking about? Bro, he fried. I guess he got dementia or something. He don't remember that, but they gonna play that recording for your bro.
It's the lead suspect.
The defense pointing to someone else, Reggie Wright Jr., a former cop and security guard for record mogul Suge Knight, who was driving the car Tupac was in the night he was shot. Wright has denied any involvement and has said, "It bothers me because I was in charge of possibly protecting this young man." And prosecutors say Davis incriminated himself in his 2019 memoir, Compton Street Legend, and in this on-camera interview.
You said the shots came from the back. Who shot Tupac?
I keep it for the code of the streets. It just came from the backseat, bro.
Davis now says his previous admissions connected with the shooting were made under duress and for money, claiming he did not write his own memoir and was fed information by police.
I shouldn't have said nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Shouldn't have said nothing. And I'm innocent, man.
Prosecutors declined to respond directly to Davis's new claims. They say their case is strong and they expect a conviction. Tupac Shakur is one of the best-selling rap artists of all time, 75 million albums to date. Most of those sales posthumously, thanks in part to hits like California Love. Davis's arrest followed years of fan-driven theories that an intense rivalry between East Coast and West Coast rappers sparked the fatal attack on Shakur.
And I'm being held against my will. I'm supposed to be out there enjoying my twilight. God got my back, and God will see me through this.
Keffe D biggest opponent in this courtroom might be himself from 10 years ago, bro. He basically just gave it all up earlier, man, and now he claiming his innocence, bro. He's saying that, hey, it wasn't orchestrated by him. He wasn't even in Las Vegas at the time of that murder. He said he was in L.A. But now they got a phone call where they saying he's incriminating. They said, we're going to tap into this, saying it was the eve of the trial date. Let's go, though. Let's see what Keffe D said on this phone call. Hit that hype, like, and subscribe if you're new, man.
27 years, and y'all want to say, they put that shit all over the social media, though. That's murder at Tupac. I'm like, that's some bullshit.
Yeah, they ain't got shit, though. They trying to use my statements against me. You gonna lose, dude. I was paid to say that, stupid ass dude. Yeah.
Okay.
I was paid to say that, stupid motherfucker. You can't use my against me, stupid.
Say it's paid to say it.
And then what's this book they say you wrote?
Yeah, I did. After that dude did that, I didn't breach that contract. He did.
Okay.
He made money off of carrot top. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, bitch. He had my life up. I clawed it up under a rock for 6 years. And I just got tired of it. You know what I'm saying? Let them know the motherfucking truth. Bitch, you ain't just got me, motherfucker. Around me got you for me. That dirt rock, all them son of a bitches. You know?
Wow.
Now, the only thing that I heard that could have been incriminating on that phone call is when Keffe D was admitting to that he had agreed with somebody in law enforcement that, you know what I'm saying, that he would tell that story. But what makes him think that they wouldn't come after him after he admitted all this stuff? You know what I'm saying? Years later, did he confuse their deal with immunity or something like that, man? I don't know, man, but y'all get in the comment section, man. Y'all want y'all to let me know. Do y'all think Keffe D guilty? Do y'all think he about to beat this charge, man? And who do y'all think actually behind it? Do y'all think it was the CIA, the higher ups trying to get rid of Pac, or do y'all think it was gang banging related? But me personally, I honestly think that Keffe D might be cooked though, bro, because the things that he said, it was too vivid, bro. And he already admitted them, wrote it in a book. They got too many leadways that saying that he did it. But only thing that Keffe D standing on, bro, y'all can't put me on the scene. I was telling y'all a story, bro. I was getting paid. If he could name the detective or anybody that he said that he made an agreement with, I'm pretty sure that would help him out in this case. But I don't know if he got that in his back pocket or not. Don't nobody know, to be real with you, man. But y'all leave y'all thoughts in the comment section, man. I don't know, just keeping it real. We're going to call a ball, a strike, a strike. The Metaverse Umpire BT Scoop, I'm out.